Hello, everyone. Welcome to Verbling. Hi, I'm teacher Oakley. Today, in this class, we'll be having a conversation. We'll be practicing a little description, describing personality, our own personality maybe, or maybe we'll talk about other people we know. And perhaps we'll learn a little vocabulary along the way. I have some interesting personality description adjectives. I think maybe some of you might find to be new. Hello, Anne. How are you?
Hello, you guess again. It's me.
I did.
I'm pretty well, thank you. And what about you?
I'm doing okay. I'm hanging in there, grinding through the week. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Thank you. Anne, how would you describe your personality? What do you think? You know, okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Actually, I can say that some always energetic or some always quiet person. It depends on my mood and depends on the situation. I have both behavior. I have, I don't know, temperature, temperament.
Temperaments. Oh, yeah. Okay. It's kind of funny that you that you mentioned that you had a slip of the tongue. I know it was an accident, but you mentioned temperature, and it's funny because sometimes we use temperature to talk about someone who is hot-tempered, or they get angry quickly, or someone who's very warm is kind and sincere. Someone who is a cold fish.
Yeah, it's interesting. I only looked at thermometer in the room and say this word. Freight will be happy.
Yeah, it's interesting. There's tons of vocabulary involved when you're talking about vocabulary. I mean, when you're talking about personality. Hello, Nyan. How are you?
Yes, I'm getting better.
Good. She gets better. She's getting better.
Yes.
And she coughs. You don't really sound better, to tell you the truth. Oh dear. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. You need some rest. You need some chicken soup. I don't know. Nyan, how would you describe your personality? What do you think?
About me?
Yeah.
I have a lot of things to talk, but now my mind is I can't think anything.
Okay.
But now, yes, maybe I can. Yes,
later.
I can talk. Yeah, later.
Later. You're sick. We'll take it easy on you.
Yes.
Okay. Hello, Med.
Hi, teacher.
Hi. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Okay. Welcome to the class. Where are you from, Med?
I'm from Morocco.
Morocco. Great. Terrific.
From Morocco.
Cool. Welcome to the class. Med, how would you describe your personality if you could pick maybe 3 adjectives?
Okay, so I'm gonna say that I'm sociable.
Sociable, very
ambitious, and very friendly.
Okay, very nice. Sociable, ambitious, and very friendly. Well, why do you say you're ambitious? Tell me about one of your goals.
Okay, so when I'm talking about my goals, everybody in my surroundings start thinking that I'm just dreaming. That's why. For example, here in the MENA region, North Africa and Middle East, we have many wars, so I just want the wars one day.
Well, that is extremely ambitious. And
Yeah.
believe me, I wish you all the luck in the world. Any
You
help I can give you. If teaching you English helps you achieve your goals,
Yeah, it will help me a lot.
I hope so. Yeah. Okay. Well, yes, those are very ambitious goals, but very you know, I respect that. That's very uh, impressive. I
Thank you,
wish you
sir.
the best. Yeah. Well.
Thank you.
Okay. Uh, hello, Alexis. How are you today? Alexis, are you there? Okay, we'll come back to Alexis. Hi, Dennis. Dennis,
Yes.
I know you're
Hello,
there.
Oakley. How are
Hi,
you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm okay.
Okay. I'm dying to know how you would describe your personality. How would you describe your personality, Dennis, if you had to pick 3 adjectives?
3 adjectives. I'm tolerant. I'm interested in everything,
Okay.
and I'm just absolutely inimitable. Is this correct word?
What was the last one?
Inimitable. Yeah, inimitable.
Inimitable.
That's
I
very
can't
good.
even say it. Inimitable.
Yeah.
Inimitable.
It's out of
Okay.
my tongue. Yeah.
Okay. What is the meaning
That's
of
a good.
inimitable?
Have no idea. Have
I,
no idea.
I can't even say it.
Have
You
no
know,
idea. That's because I used this word.
oh, you're testing me. To tell you the truth, I'm not sure of the real meaning of that idea. I have to admit.
Me neither.
I've heard it used to describe people who are very um, strong, outspoken people like Winston Churchill, the inimitable Winston Churchill, whatever
Yeah.
that means.
I think that we're saying for
That's
something
exactly who
priceless.
I am.
Yeah. What's that, man?
We're saying in this, we're using this adjective for describing something priceless.
Something priceless. Oh,
Yeah.
well, there you go. There you go, Dennis. The priceless Dennis. That works. Okay.
That's
Thanks, Med.
correct.
Thank you very
And
much.
inquisitive. Yeah, inquisitive.
Inquisitive.
Thank you.
Yeah, somebody
Thank
who's
you,
always
Oakley, for this
wondering
word.
about things and wants to find out information. Inquisitive. Yes,
Yeah.
I would. Yeah, I was throwing that one out there for you. Okay.
I
All right.
try
Very
to
good.
find it in my brain, but
Yeah, it's okay. Uh,
I can't.
may I take the liberty of adding a couple for you, Dennis? Would that bother you? If I made a couple observations about your personality? Silence. Would it
You asking
bother
me?
you? Yeah, I'm asking you.
No.
Okay, I would also describe
Absolutely
you.
not.
I would also describe you as a very reserved gentleman. You don't get emotional. You're always in control. And I think Dennis is kind of suave. I think you're. Do you know suave?
No.
Ooh, good one. Okay, suave. If someone is suave, they're very smooth. They're very good with the ladies. They're very charming. A little elegant, maybe even. Well dressed, well groomed, and
Like gentlemen?
yeah, like gentlemen, exactly. I would call Dennis suave. I bet he's great with the ladies. I bet.
No, I'm
No,
not.
yeah, okay,
I'm not a
denied.
Brad Pitt.
Not Brad Pitt.
Fortunately.
Ah, there you go. Brad Pitt is very suave. That's very good. Very nice. Very good. Hello, Batsaran.
Hello.
Hello.
Pastor.
How are you? Yeah. Okay. I hear you.
I'm good. Great.
How about
How
you?
are
Are you?
you?
I'm good. Are you suave and debonair?
I don't really think so.
No. How would you describe your personality?
I'm sometimes I'm so excited, energetic, and sometimes I'm quite
Okay.
like upside down.
Upside down. Okay. Well, let's hope you're not bipolar. No, I'm joking. Many of us, one of the basic ways we describe personality, we describe somebody as being an extrovert or an introvert. It's, there's a lot more to that, but in general, an extrovert likes to be sociable, outgoing. They're often talkative,
Mm-hmm.
all those things. And an introvert is more quiet, reserved, sometimes even shy. They like to have more
Mm-hmm.
private time. And you know something, actually, Batsaran, I myself, sometimes I'm an extrovert, sometimes I'm an introvert.
Mm-hmm.
When you see me here at Verbling, I have to be an extrovert. I have no choice. I can't be quiet. But sometimes I'm introverted. I like quiet time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so nothing wrong with that. Okay. Thanks.
Oakley, I have
Yeah,
a question.
Dennis.
Can I, about adjective restricted? If I say restricted person, what it means?
Restricted?
Yeah, about person. Can I say it about person, restricted person?
Oh, okay. Interesting question. Not not really. It confuses me slightly. I mean, usually you're restricted from coming into a certain area. If I was going to say someone is restricted, I don't know. I think I know what you're trying to say. Maybe um, they're very careful about what they say and do, like that. They're very
Yes, yes, something like this. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand that. I think
Person
you could
who
use
doesn't
that.
like to share emotion like this,
Right. Okay. They could say they're unemotional. Perhaps they're self-conscious. Uh, they get a little nervous around other people, so they don't show emotions or talk very much. They hold back. Uh, they don't give opinions, things like that. Maybe that would be. I don't think that's a very common way to describe personality, but I would instantly understand it if I heard it or if I read it in a book or something. Interesting. Go ahead, use it. Rudolfo, how are you?
Very dangerous advice.
Go ahead.
Just try.
Just try. Let's see what happens.
And we'll see.
Yeah. The problem with saying someone is restricted, people are going to say restricted from what? Usually restricted means somebody else is preventing you from doing something. That's the problem. It might lead to confusion, to be perfectly honest. Anyway, Rudolfo.
Yes.
How are you doing?
I'm still in my bed.
Okay. Is it morning?
Yes, it's morning.
Okay. Just checking.
Yes.
All right. Well, good morning.
Thanks, teacher.
Yeah, good morning. What is your morning personality like? Ooh, there's a good question.
My morning personality is a bit lazy, and also it's a bit stressed because I have to be ready for work or school. and also is friendly. I would say friendly. I usually when I wake up and I go out to the street, I say good morning to my neighbors when I
Uh-huh.
see them.
Okay. Very good.
Yes.
Yeah, you can even use the vocabulary word neighborly is actually a way to describe a characteristic of a person. A very
Okay.
neighborly person. Somebody who's friendly with all their neighbors, takes the time to stop and chat a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah, which is obviously a very positive characteristic. Yeah, I believe that, Rodolfo. I believe you're a neighborly kind of guy. That fits, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh, I myself am an entirely different personality before I have my coffee in the morning. You don't want to know me. Trust me. Just trust me on that one. Hi, Meehan. How are you today?
Hi, Oakley. I'm doing great. I'm similar to you. Before my coffee, I was very aggressive. I was very angry. I don't know why,
Oh,
but
me too. I'm like a
my
bear woken up from his hibernation.
my mother said it's about, I think, what's the exact meaning? Blood sugar or
Really? Oh, bless you. You've given me an excuse for why I act like such a jerk when I wake up. It's my blood sugar. Oh, that's
it's
perfect.
me too.
That works for me because I am not like a normal human. I don't eat 3 meals a day. I have to eat all the time. I very quickly burn up energy, and I have to.
It's all about your blood sugar,
It has to be. It must be. Surely that is it. Okay.
If somebody says to you at the morning before your coffee, you're a jerk, you can say it. No, I'm only sick. I'm very sick.
I have low blood sugar.
Yeah.
I need medical attention. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, I love that. Very good. Excellent. Alexis, are you here? Are you with us? I know you're here, but can you speak? Okay. Alexis, whenever you can get yourself in working order and your microphone or whatever, just shout out a hello, okay, so I know I can talk to you. It appears that our old friend Marta has joined us. Hi, Marta. Marta?
Hello.
Hello. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Lovely to see you again.
Thank you.
We're talking about personality, and I was wondering if you could share with us, if you could give us 3 words to describe, 3 adjectives to describe your personality. What 3 adjectives might you use?
I don't know, calm, introspective, and I don't know.
Good.
I don't know. I don't know the third. Actually.
You don't know the third. Confused.
Yeah. Yes.
Just kidding. Calm, introspective. Ah, very nice word. Very nice word. Introspective. Of course, spectacle, spectator. All of those words have to do with looking, seeing, observing, and intro, of course, internal. So looking inside. Nice word, introspective. So thinking. A deep person. I might say that Marta is deep. Someone who's deep is a deep thinker, thinks very thoroughly about things and thinks about uh, um, their feelings, and usually tends to, because they're in touch with their own feelings, they're very good with other people. Often introspective people are compassionate, meaning that they are aware of and take into account other people's emotions. Do you think you're compassionate, Marta?
Yes, I am.
I think so. Yeah. I bet that fits you. Okay. Meehan, are you ready? Are you still too sick to speak?
Yes.
Yes.
I will describe a little bit about myself.
Okay.
I'm a lazy girl, and I'm not determined. So it made me couldn't become a successful person. Can you understand me?
Well, I think there's thunder or something wherever Marta is, so
Yes,
I
it's a
guess
storm. Sorry.
good guess.
Yeah.
You don't have to apologize for the storm. I'm sure you didn't start it.
No, I mean, I apologize for not having switched off my microphone.
It's okay.
Sorry.
It's okay. Anyway, Nyan, you're a lazy girl. We know you're lazy because you're trying to. Because yesterday you were asking if you could borrow Anne's boyfriend. You're too lazy to get your own. We know that. Okay.
Yes, and
Yeah.
and I'm not determined.
You're not what?
Determined.
Determined?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Good. All right.
And so it made me can achieve my goal.
Yeah. It's hard to if you're you're not determined. Okay. You are. I'll give you another one. You're honest. I'll say that. That's quite obvious to me. You're very honest. All right. If you're determined, it's kind of close to being ambitious. You're stubborn about achieving your goals. Determined.
Yeah.
Okay.
Besides, I prefer to stay at home or hang out with my best friends than meet some new friends. So I only have some friends, and I don't have so much experience to behave others. Yeah.
Okay.
And yep.
You're not overly social.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's interesting as well. Speaking in English, sometimes we use an adverb to sort of change the meaning. Overly, somebody who's sociable, okay, or they're overly social, overly aggressive, overly impatient. We often use that adverb to say that somebody is, a little more than necessary. I used it negatively, not overly sociable.
Can you type it?
Can I type it? Yes.
Yeah.
I said not overly social. I could say not overly sociable or not overly social. Either one.
Yep.
Is okay. Okay. I see some people are typing in the chat box some interesting adjectives. Meehan, let me just talk to you about what you put in the chat box. First of all, skeptical. Are you a skeptic? Someone who is skeptical is a skeptic.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm very quite skeptic, I guess.
Okay.
Even all the evidence are there I cannot believe everything. I always search and search for everything.
Okay. Very good. An American might say you're a Missourian. Missouri, the state of Missouri in America is called the Show Me State. They have a national reputation of not believing anything until you put it in front of their face and show them. Okay. Another thing, Meehan, you said you're quick-witty. You would say in English, quick-witted.
Witted? Okay.
Quick-witted, yes.
With ed.
Somebody is witty. He's a very witty person. He is quick-witted with ed ending. Yeah, it's just how we say it in English. Somebody who's witty, that's a great characteristic. It's really two things at the same time. Smart and humorous. Smart and funny. Both. Quick-witted, that's it. Yeah, very good. You're also quick with your keyboard. And a couch potato. How many couch potatoes? Everyone who's a couch potato, raise your hand. Couch potatoes.
Me.
Couch potatoes unite.
I guess 9. The three. Yeah, we are laziest person.
Lazy. Yeah, Nyan. I bet Nyan is a couch potato. Yeah. Couch potato is somebody who just likes to sit on the couch, maybe have a snack and watch TV all day or movies or whatever.
Can I ask you something, Oakley?
Yes, sure.
Isn't it mean it's fat or obese?
No, not at all.
Does not mean the couch potato is not. Yeah.
Absolutely not.
It might be. But I'm fit. I eat some snacks. I like it, but I'm fit. But I'm a really couch potato type.
Mm-hmm.
In the brain.
Of course. Me too. We have a lot in common. Of course, because you have blood sugar problems and your body has a high metabolism.
Yes.
You burn food.
Exactly.
You don't get fat. That's just like me too. I'm the same. But I do like to just sit on the couch and eat potato chips and watch.
Instead of a vacation or doing any kind of sports.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay. And okay, well, I'm going to go around it again because you're talking about yourselves and mostly positive things, and I'm sure they're all correct, and I'm sure you're all very wonderful, lovely people. This time I'm going to go around again, and I want you to think about someone. It doesn't matter who, and you please don't say who, just in case the other person is viewing on verbally. Don't tell me who it is, but think about your boss or your cousin or your friend who stabbed you in the back. Think about somebody who you really don't like and tell me what their personality is. Okay? Let's talk about negative personality characteristics.
Maybe even yourself.
Well, yeah, but especially if it's yourself, don't tell me who it is. Yeah. I can't handle the truth. And
okay, people who I really don't like are usually arrogant. They're proud of themselves, and usually people who don't like they have the same features of character. So I can tell about all people who I don't like. So usually, yes, it's arrogant and if I can say proud of themselves.
And actually, Marta added something in the chat box, which is very much along the same lines. Somebody who's self-congratulatory. Oh, I'm great. Oh, pat myself on the back. Yeah, yeah. Overly proud, arrogant. Not really positive characteristics. Very negative. I agree. Not good. Serani. Serani, are you there?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Serani, think of somebody you really dislike. Maybe your boss. And tell me what they're like. What their personality is like.
I think liar.
Liar. Hmm?
And aggressive.
Aggressive. Okay. All right. Yeah, very few of us would actually say, "Oh, I like liars." Yeah, it's hard to be friends with a liar.
Why? It's interesting sometimes. Creative liars.
Creative liars. Okay. Yeah, I've known a couple salesmen who I was just in awe of. How can you actually say the things you say with a straight face? Oh my goodness. The thing is, that's why I could never stay in the salesman business. I just do not have that ability. You have a good point, Dennis. You know, sometimes somebody who can lie like unbelievably and everybody believes them. You just stand back and watch like a show. Like, my goodness. I had a friend who could tell people.
Yes, you should
he could
have
tell
a lot
people.
of motivation to lie.
He could tell people anything. He could say, "Hey, I don't know if you know this, but Oakley's a cannibal." Oh yeah, it's true. And he would get people to believe the most outrageously crazy things, and it was something to observe. Unbelievable. How about you, Dennis?
Oakley, all books are written by liars, if to speak in general terms.
And
not even books, all art.
Interesting. Interesting idea. Okay. Huh. That's very, very interesting. Oh, Rudolfo. Yeah, okay. The never-ending story. It's a never-ending story reference. Okay. Yes. Join me on Saturday, everyone, for the never-ending story. We could talk about cannibals and zombies.
A game?
Yeah, it is a game. Meehan, you should join us. You might enjoy it.
It's not a game. It's a serious thing.
It is serious, and we are the writers. We are the liars.
Not liars.
I know. I have joined 2 of them.
Yeah, that's right. You've been there. That's right. You know. Okay.
Not to say writers.
At the beginning.
At the beginning. Oh, yes. Now you mention it, but you should see where we have progressed. You'll have to join us again.
Okay.
Dennis.
Okay.
Dennis, can you tell me about don't say who, but tell me about the personality of someone you don't like.
Well, I don't like people, just in general, just stupid people. People. Yes. People without a sense of humor. Not necessarily people full of jokes, but humor in general, very interesting humor, ironic, very creative humor.
Okay.
And I don't, I don't like. What is the adjective from coward?
Adjective for
coward.
Color? Colorful?
Coward.
Coward.
Coward, yeah.
Well, to describe someone's personality, he's a coward. Cowardice is the noun. He's cowardly, I guess.
So
he acts cowardly.
Cowards also in general, not necessarily something about action, but about your opinions, your words, your attitudes, and everywhere.
Okay, interesting. If I can comment personally, I don't mind stupid people. Some stupid people. My best friend is just a stupid guy, but he would give you the shirt off his back. He is so kind to everyone. He's frankly way too kind. He's a super nice guy. But you know what I don't like? I don't like stupid people who are stupid by choice, meaning they are self-righteous. They decide everything I know is right, so I don't have to listen to anyone, and I don't have to learn anything because I know everything. And they
Yes,
decide to be stupid.
full of
That I
stupid
hate.
advices.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I didn't mean intelligence.
Okay. All right.
Just yes, stupid person in general.
Yeah.
People
Okay.
who act in stupid way.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, I frequently act in a stupid way. That's me.
No, it's not a stupid way. Maybe
Silly. Okay, I act in a silly.
yeah, yes, silly. Maybe
Okay.
silly. It's
All
not so bad. It's very good. It's very good.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Marta,
It's
what?
very boring to always be smart. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's also about
Right.
humor. Yeah, you
Yeah.
have a lot of sense of humor to do silly things.
Okay. All right. Uh, yeah. Absolutely. Marta, how about you? We're talking about negative personality characteristics.
Um, Personally, I don't like people who think they are superior. They, who the people who are not humble. I mean, I think that the adjective can be haughty. Haughty, I don't know.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Haughty. It's
Ah,
Haughty. I
yes,
don't
it
know.
is. Good
Yeah.
word. Ah.
I can pronounce it properly.
No, you did. That you are absolutely right. It's haughty, and I should actually. Well, come on. All right. Oh, very good one. I always forget about this word. Haughty. Someone who's we can in English we often say stuck up. They have their nose in the air. They walk down the street and they don't look at anyone. The opposite of neighborly. They wouldn't talk to their neighbors. They're too good for their neighbors. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hottie. Yeah. It's kind of funny because of course that word is a homonym. Homonyms are two words that sound the same. They're different spellings, but the words sound the same. And of course, you could describe someone as haughty. They're stuck up. They're a snob. They're arrogant. Okay. Or if I also I just have to share in the chat box, if I say that woman is a hottie, that means something quite different. Actually, that's kind of a compliment. That means she's very, very attractive. Okay. Anyway, but they both sound a lot. They're a lot. They sound alike pronunciation. So anyway, those are called homonyms when that happens. Hi, Meehan. What are you trying to?
Okay.
Dennis, yeah.
What's the difference between haughty and smug, for example?
Hottie and smug.
Yeah.
Ooh, I have. That's. What's the difference? Ugh. Not much. I think those are pretty much synonyms. Smug. Okay, haughty is a little different. Haughty means somebody who's very arrogant, who thinks they're superior and above other people. Smug is somebody like I was describing, who's very self-righteous, who is absolutely sure that they are right. They are 100% sure they couldn't be wrong. They're very smug. So we can describe a personality as smug. Smug, S-M-U-G, smug. Or we can describe someone, we often describe somebody in a specific situation. Okay? Somebody, got another employee fired, but they felt they were very smug about it. They didn't have any bad feelings about it. They had no guilt about it whatsoever. They were very smug. They were sure they did the right thing. Okay, so we often use smug to talk about a specific situation. So there's a little difference there. Smug about it, that situation. Meehan, what are you doing over here in the chat box? Hi hat.
Yeah, when you are speaking about Huggy, maybe
Hottie.
hi hat is the similar one.
Okay, hi-hat I'm not familiar with, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. There are many, for example, British idioms I don't know. I don't know every idiom in English ever made. But we do have one in American English I'll share with you. If someone is being very haughty or smug, very superior acting, we say, well, he's on his high horse. So we may say, get off your high horse and talk to me like a real person. Step down from your feeling of superiority. Someone on a high horse, like the king or nobility, would have a big horse. You have to look up at them. Get off your high horse. We say to someone who's being very smug, actually. I wonder, maybe related, not sure. Meehan, what do you, somebody who's well, yeah, you've been throwing out tons in the chat box, but thinking about somebody who you don't like, how would you describe their personality?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I can say I already write it in the chat box.
Yeah.
I don't like bossy people.
Bossy.
Okay. And cynical.
Cynical?
People.
Oh.
Yeah. And what was the word? Grumpy.
Grumpy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You
can guess who am I talking about? But don't say the name.
No, I can't. Grumpy. Yeah, you know, sometimes it's kind of fun. You can think about adjectives to describe personality. There's a couple of things you can think of. You can think of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Grumpy, dopey, sneezy. Okay. Another interesting thing, at the very beginning of class with Anne, I talked about temperature. Someone who's hot-blooded is easily angered or easily emotional. Someone who's warm is nice. Someone who's cool is a little bit unemotional, detached, unexpressive. Someone who's cold is extremely unattached, cold, and very unemotional. Another one is, think about tastes. I wonder if you guys know these. Do you know salty? If someone is salty. My grandfather was salty. Man, he was salty. You know, does anybody know salty? Oh, that is a good one. A salty person, my grandfather, he would, in English, in British English, sometimes they say dry. Somebody who has a dry sense of humor. He's very dry. Someone who makes a joke or says something very witty but never cracks a smile. They say it like it's just they're just making a statement, but it's actually, if you think about it, their intonation is intonation of very serious intonation, but what they're saying is very funny if you think about it. Someone who's salty is very funny. It's a little different. Dry, they're very, very unemotional looking expression. Somebody who's salty sometimes is very angry seeming, but they're not really angry, but they're funny, really funny. Maybe they swear, use too many curse words. Sailors are salty. I think that's where the word comes from. Imagine a sailor who swears a lot, who's very, very funny. You would say he's very salty. No, but spicy's not the same. Somebody salty. We have spicy. Does anybody know what spicy means? If someone's very spicy. Anybody? No?
That gets irritated very easily, or angry very easily.
Well, kind of. Yeah, I think Batsaran is actually closer. Very good. Somebody who's energetic, and yeah, maybe that means they get angry very easily, but they're a little bit louder than normal. They're also very, very extroverted. A spicy person it's the girl who stands on the table in the bar and starts dancing. She's the spicy girl. Yeah. And maybe she's a little sharp. Maybe you say something, you make a joke, and she slaps you across the face. Whoa, spicy. Not dirty. No, not dirty. She's just not subtle. There we go. Somebody who's spicy is not subtle. Not subtle about what they think. Not subtle about how they act. They want to dance on the table, they dance on the table. They want to slap your face, they slap your face. And part of it is because they're very energetic. They have a lot of energy, and they're all over the place. Yeah, and a little aggressive. Very good, Batsaran. Yeah, you're right. Okay, salty, spicy, sweet. All right, I'm sure we all know sweet. Someone who's sweet is kind and giving. That's a very, very normal one. How about sour? If someone is a sour person.
Yes.
Could you describe it?
Sour? Sure. All of these that I'm discussing with you now are flavors. You know, salty, sweet, like chocolate.
Yeah.
Sour, like a lemon. Marta, do you know sour?
Yes, I think that people can be sour when they are not kind, when they are sharp. I know.
Yes, sharp. Very good. They're very sharp, meaning you're very direct in your comments, and sometimes cruel or a little mean. Yes.
Maybe aggressive.
Well, if you can imagine, think about sour. Think about a lemon. You all know a lemon, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You take a lemon and you put a lemon in your mouth, what happens?
Ooh.
You do this. If you've ever seen somebody walking around your office and they look like that all day, they look like they've been sucking on lemons, chances are that's a sour person. Yeah. Sour people actually look like they've been eating something sour. They have a scowl, this expression like big frown and the furrowed eyebrows. You know, sour person.
In Russian, we say with a sour face.
A sour face. We use the same expression in English, actually. Yeah. Last one, bitter. Like garlic and onions. Coffee is bitter, the flavor. Kind of different meaning in English if you're using it to describe a person. You can say a bitter person and be talking about their personality, for sure. Is anybody angry, right? Very good. Not only angry, but somebody who stays angry a very long time. Very long time. Or if someone has a bitter personality, they're angry about many things, and they never drop their anger. He's a bitter old man.
Complain.
They always complain. Exactly. Yes. He's a bitter old man.
So they have resentment kind of resentment.
Perfect. That's a perfect answer, Marta. Someone who is holding resentment, holding it in their heart, and holds it for a long time. Again, much like I described smug, you can be smug about a situation. Somebody can have a bitter personality, or they can be bitter about a specific thing. He's very bitter about his divorce. You know, maybe he's okay about everything else, and it's not really an integral part of his personality, but he's still bitter about his divorce. Don't talk about it. That would be something normal to say. Jan, are you are you still there? Are you still with
Yeah.
us? Okay.
I'm here.
Jan, I never asked you about. I never asked you what about somebody you don't like? What are some characteristics or traits of
Yes.
someone you don't like?
I don't like someone to take advantage of others.
I
Can
can't
you,
believe you said that. Kidding. Sorry, Jan.
can you understand me?
I think you said you don't like people who are easily offended by others.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why I acted like an idiot, and I said, I can't believe you said that. Yeah.
Because
okay. Take advantage. Okay. Continue. I'm sorry.
Because I have a classmate, and she has a boyfriend, but she doesn't say it with other guys if they want to date with her. And in addition, when she wants someone helps her, she speaks with them in the artificial way, and I hate this. Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about people who can be fake or put up a false front.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. There's a negative characteristic. There's somebody who is. You're talking about in English, Jan. Somebody who is two-faced. Ooh, yeah. This is a bad one. Somebody who is two-faced will, to your face, they'll say, "Oh, that's a beautiful dress you're wearing today. You look gorgeous." And then when you walk away, they'll tell somebody else, "She looks like a clown." Somebody who's two-faced. To your face, they're nice to you, and then they talk bad things. They talk behind your back. Okay. Yeah, that's very. I really hate that.
Yeah.
I really dislike that. I agree with you. That really bothers me.
I also hate someone always want people hate them while they can do it by themselves.
Okay. You don't like people who helps.
Always wants someone help them, but they can do it by themselves.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. People who always ask somebody to help them even though they could do it themselves. Yeah. That's beyond lazy. That's something else entirely.
I'm lazy, but I not do like that.
Yeah.
I can do it by myself.
Okay. I'm happy to hear you don't do that yourself. Yeah. Right. I understand. I know what you mean. Okay. People who we have an interesting English idiom. People who pass the buck. If you pass the buck, you pass the responsibility from one person to another. All right? People who pass the buck don't take responsibility themselves. They let other people do things, even though maybe they should be doing it. You pass the buck. Rodolfo, and I haven't asked you any about any of your. What do you not like, personality-wise?
I don't like a person that I would describe his personality as very competitive, because he always wants to challenge me in everything I like, and I don't like that. He's always like, "Oh, I'm gonna do the same you're doing because I want to be better than you." And I'm like, "Hey, keep me away from that kind of things, please." And also,
Right.
he is very materialistic. He
Mm.
always says that he just wants to work for money, and money is almost everything for him. And
Yeah.
he is kind of arrogant
Yeah.
because he sometimes no, I would say more like imprudent. Imprudent.
Oh, there's two words here. Are you
Imprudent.
saying impudent or imprudent?
Imprudent.
Okay.
Because he likes to say things that can be a bit offensive, but he says, "No, I'm being honest."
Ah, right. Okay. If you're prudent, you're diplomatic and careful about what you say. If you're imprudent, yeah, exactly as Rodolfo described. Yeah. Honestly, that can sometimes be one of my character flaws. Now, as much as I love to think we're all perfect people, we all have character flaws. And that's actually one of mine. Sometimes I can be imprudent. I can say the wrong thing at the wrong time. Usually I'm just trying to joke, I'm trying to be funny, but then after I feel embarrassed. Unlike your friend or the guy you know, I feel embarrassed when I'm imprudent. uh, but yeah, yeah, and I have my character flaws, as we all do. I can be very cynical, definitely. I can be very lazy and a couch potato. You wouldn't believe it. Some other interesting words. We've only got a couple minutes. I wonder if anybody knows these words. First, Meehan put in finicky. Does anybody know finicky? Anybody, Bob, besides Meehan, obviously. Finicky or fussy?
I can explain.
Yeah, go ahead.
When you always want things to be very perfect, and so you are always fixing these things.
Yeah.
Kind of, how can I pronounce it? Perfectionist or
Perfectionist.
perfectionist.
Exactly.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
synonym of fuzzy. And I hate that kind of people because a lot of them around me, they always want everything should be perfect. No, they
Yeah.
shouldn't.
Yeah.
But their characteristic is.
Most certainly you don't want one of those people to be your boss. I'll tell you
Yeah,
that.
it's very dangerous.
Yes. Finicky, fussy, a nitpicker. It's sort of an idiom we use. He's a nitpicker. Nits are tiny insects that, like monkeys pick off each other's back. Okay, yeah. Controlling, another one. Who knows? Does anybody know what a curmudgeon is? I just like this word. There's some words in English I just like. I like to say curmudgeon. An old curmudgeon. Anybody know curmudgeon? You might have a grandfather or older relative who's an old curmudgeon. They're kind of, they're the kind of old guy who sits around with a face like, "Hey, get your feet off the table! You kids, get off the lawn!" Jesus Christ,
Always in a bad mood.
Yeah, grumpy old man, a curmudgeon. It's a fun word. Do you know wimp? Somebody's a wimp. My God, he's such a wimp.
Wimp.
Oh, this is very common in English.
Shy or?
Close. Somebody who is a wimp is afraid to stand up to anyone else. They will never stand up for themselves. Yes, sir, okay. Go stand in the corner. Yes, yes. They will never stand up to authority. They will always do what they're told. Somebody, you know, if it's a guy, the wife controls him completely. He doesn't even think for himself. He's really a wimp. He's afraid to do anything. He's afraid to stand up for himself.
Coward.
Mm. Yeah,
T-bone,
a coward,
maybe.
a big time coward. Yeah. Okay, I one more because I wanted to share it with you. A bandwagon jumper. I think I've done this in a class before. You might have heard me use this. A bandwagon jumper. I like this one. It's idiomatic, obviously. Someone who's a bandwagon jumper does whatever is popular. In sports, for example. Okay, if the Magic win in the National Basketball Championship, then they love the Magic. They're the best team ever. And they get a Magic t-shirt. Magic, oh yeah, woo, their best team. Next year, when the Celtics win, they love the Celtics. The Celtics, I've always been a Celtics fan. Go Celtics. No matter what's going on, pop stars, politics, anything that's happening, they go with the crowd. And they're the loudest fan in the crowd. They're, oh, it's great. You should do this. Oh, whatever's popular. Oh, the new Samsung Galaxy. I got one. It's the best. And the only reason they buy that particular device is because it's the most popular. Okay. That is a bandwagon jumper. Oh, very
Is it a common
annoying.
expression, Oakley?
In-
Do you use it in your own speech?
I
Everyday
do.
speech?
I definitely do. It's interesting that you ask. American men would probably use this more because American men, many of them love sports, baseball, football, basketball. And we get so pissed off when people are bandwagon jumpers. We hate that because we have the same team for 30 years and a lot teams, you know, it goes in cycles. Your team stinks. Your team can't win a game, but you keep supporting your team. And then there's this other guy who's always rooting for the winner. You want to strangle them. And they're always talking about the winning team. You just want to strangle those people. Like, whatever. It annoys me. Anyway, I'm over time. I'm actually late. I got to be somewhere. I got to go. Thanks a lot.